Hi everyone. It is never too late to start again. With the life that we have left and you believe and trust in yourself, then you can always start again. Life doesn't always go as we planned it, so we can make new choices and move on and start again. Number one is we grow and change. Throughout our lives, we are constantly growing and changing, not just physically, but mentally. And we need to embrace those changes and adapt and look forward. Unfortunately, in my late 40s, I was widowed. I didn't have any choice in the matter, and I had to put my big girl's blouse on, and my son was only 10 at the time, and I had to just get on with it. It's no good sitting in a corner and falling apart. I wasn't about to ruin his life, so the changes that were made not by choice, but we just had to get on with it. Then again, when I was 50, I met somebody else and everything changed again. But this time it was my choice, and I discussed it with my son and we chose to relocate to where we are now in Hampshire. I bought my own place and we were living in there for 4 years, and then I chose to move in with my partner, which is where I'm the house I'm in now, and everything changed again. But these were choices that I had made myself so that I could move on in life. This time I had the freedom to make choices that suited me and my son so that we could move on. Number two is finding your own path. The changes that came around the second time was a bit like an adventure. But I did choose to avoid other people's opinions because although sometimes people mean well, they don't know me like I know myself, and I knew what I was doing was right for me and it was right for my son. So try to avoid what everyone else is telling you. They're trying to be kind maybe, as was my mum at the time, but I knew that this new change was right for me, and I definitely needed to move away from the place where I had been born and bred. It was definitely a time to move on. So I found that new path. My partner now was also widowed, and it was the right thing for him to do as well. The unknown, of course, is always scary, and the day that I moved, when I saw all of my life's belongings in the lorry, it's quite scary that everything of mine was in that lorry, and me and my son and 3 cats were in the car, and the lorry's driving off, and it's quite scary, but I embraced it and I knew it was right for me, and I overcame any fears and it all worked out really well. So that leads me on to number 3, which is to trust yourself. Doubts and fears are our insecurities, but we can overcome these by believing in ourselves, trusting ourselves, having that wisdom and that insight from things that we've learned over the years. Wisdom comes from being quiet and listening to yourself, to what's inside you, so that you can make those choices and changes. And all those life lessons that we have learnt, that life has taught us, will hopefully come into play. Number 4, of course, it's just never too late. It doesn't matter whether you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70s. I believe it is never too late to start again, whether you've been widowed, whether you've been divorced, whether it's things that you want to try, hobbies, go back to college and learn something, learn a new skill. I don't think it's ever too late, because life is a learning curve. I'm definitely much happier in my older years. I'm calmer, I have the emotional strength and stability to make choices without fear and resistance. We have to be brave and adapt. We need to just go for these things. Because I think if you leave it too long, you'll get to a point where you're just making excuses for yourself. We have to make that commitment to ourselves to do whatever it is that we want to do. And I kind of know now that really whatever life chucks at me, I think I can pretty much deal with it because of everything that I have been through over the years, and I'm really not afraid anymore. No matter how long you've waited or whatever else you've done, you can always change your life, change your job, chase new dreams, learn new skills. Whatever it is that you want to do, I believe that you can change that. And you should do. You should go for things when you get older. If you haven't done that when you were younger, I didn't do an awful lot when I was younger, partly because I was afraid, partly because I didn't think I was good enough. I always had a bit of an issue with that. I struggled a bit at school. I was picked on a bit at school and in my teens and 20s as well, and I wasn't always brave enough, and I always thought that I wasn't particularly good. But I've gotten over that now, and I'm older and I can do whatever I want to do and nobody can stop me. If you want to change your life, then just go for it. That's my message today. Just go for it. Find a way round, make choices so that you can do that, so that you can move on, so that you can do something new. Whatever it is, really, just go for it. It is never too late. It's never ever too late. That is my message today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you very soon. Thank you. Bye bye for now.